Good morning. How are you, my lovely students? Yesterday you did a great job, and I hope that you will do the same for today. In our weekly plan for today, we have to study the family members. I know that you already know some of them, but today we need to study some new words and memorize all the vocabulary. Now, who is your family, or what does the word family mean? It means all the people who relate to you, whether they live with you in the same house or they don't. Now, the word members means the parts of your family. Now, or the people in your family. Here we have a list of your family members, but there are two. I will add them later. Let's read the words together. Yes. Number one, sister, father, brother, mother, cousin, aunt, grandfather, uncle, grandmother, and you. Now, here I have a family tree. Okay, when we look at the family tree, we have a warm-up task for before we start in the lesson. We have to match the words with the pictures, the words in the list. In your family tree, in the top of your family tree, the oldest people in your family are your grandfather and your grandmother. Let's find them here. Yes, grandfather number 7. Okay, now who can give me another name for grandfather? Yes, that's correct. We can say grandpa or granddad. Yes. And what about your grandmother? Grandmother is number 9. And who can give me another word for grandmother? Yes, we can say grandma or grandmom. Okay. Now, both of them, these two, we call them grandparents. Grandparents. So, grandfather, granddad, or grandpa, while this is grandma, grandmom, or grandmother. But both of them, what do we call them? Grandparents. What do we call them? Grandparents. Now, if we go down a little bit, you will find yourself here. Now, you will find yourself here. So, you is number 10. You is number 10. Now, above you, you have your father and your mother. Now, your father can be called also dad, and your mother can be called mom. Okay, so above you, you have your father and your mother, or they can be called mom and dad. Okay, now both, let's see the numbers of your of your mother and father. Yes, father is number 2 and mother is number 4. So we will write the numbers here. Now 2 and 4. So here is you, and here is your father and your mother, or your dad and your mom. Now both of these, your father and mother, we call them parents. Parents. What do we call them? Parents. While one of them is called parent. Parent. So your mom is your parent and your dad is your parent, but both of them are called parents. Parents. Now, your father or your mother, they have sister. Okay? Sister or sisters. Now, the sister of your father or the sister of your mother, we call her aunt. What do we call her? Aunt. So the aunt is the sister of your father or your mother. Let's find the word aunt. Aunt, yes. Here it is. Aunt is number 6. Aunt is number 6. Okay. Aunt is number 6. Now let's go and write number 6. Okay, under my aunt, this is 6. Now, so again, the sister of my father or mother, we call her aunt, and here is she. Now let's see the brother of your mom or the brother of your dad. What do we call him? Yes, that's right. We call him uncle. We call him uncle. Let's write here number 8. This is my uncle or your uncle. So we have in the top of our family tree, we have our grandparents, grandma, granddad, or grandfather, grandmother, or grandpa, grandma. And here we have your mom and dad, father or mother, parents. And here we have your uncle, the brother of either your mom or your dad. And here is your aunt, the sister of your mom or your dad. Okay, now let's go down a little bit. Yes, now here we have you, and what do we call the girl who lives with you in the same house, and she is the daughter of your mom and dad? Yes, we call her sister, and we call this boy, we call him brother. Okay, let's see sister and brother. Okay, sister is number 1, and brother is number, sorry, sister is number, where is the eraser? Okay, sister is number 1 and brother is number 3. Okay, let's go down and write 1 and 3. Okay, so my sister is number 1 and brother is number 3. So here is you, and we call the daughter of your mom and dad, we call her sister, and the son of your mom and dad, we call him a brother. Now, let's go back to your uncle or aunt. What do we call their son or daughter? Whether it is a boy or a girl, we call him or her cousin. Yes, that's right. So your cousin is the daughter or the son of your aunt or uncle. Yes, the son or the daughter of your aunt or uncle. Okay, so this is number 5. Now, so again, I want just to explain exactly who is your cousin. Your cousin is the son or daughter of your uncle, or your aunt, or your aunt. Okay? Now, the son or daughter. Now, let me show you now the family tree in a clear way. Okay, now let me minimize the screen. Now here is your family members. We have your grandparents, grandfather or grandmother, granddad or grandma. Then you have your father or dad, your mother or mom. Then you have your father's or mother's sister, she's called aunt, and their brother is called uncle. Now, your mom's daughter is called sister, your father's son is called brother, your uncle's or aunt's son or daughter is called cousin. Now, I want just to add 2 more words, okay? Never mind if you don't have the paper, it's okay. Now, I want just to add 2 more words here. We have here niece and nephew. We have niece and nephew. Niece and nephew. Okay, niece and nephew. And be careful here. We read the PH. We say the PH. We say the PH. Okay, we say them. Now, who is the niece and who is the nephew? Now, your aunt. Hello, I'm just want to call the girls now. Hello, girls. Girls, listen to me. Your aunt or uncle calls you my niece because you are the daughter of their of their brother or sister. So your aunt or uncle, they call you niece. They call you niece. Okay, this is for the girls, just for the girls. So niece is a girl. Okay, niece is a girl. Who is the niece? She is the daughter your brothers of your brother or of your sister. So your aunt or your uncle girls, they call you niece, and you call them aunt and uncle. Now, while the nephew is for the boys, listen to me, boys. You are the nephew of your aunt and uncle. Did you hear me, boys? Now, your aunt and uncle, they call you nephew. They call you nephew. Okay, so the you are the nephew of your aunt or uncle. You call them my aunt, my uncle, and they call you nephew. Now, the nephew is for the boys and the niece for the girls. Now, let me stop here in part 1, and in part 2, we will do an exercise on that. See you. Thanks.